Hello there, and welcome to Stellaris, a grand strategy game set in the deepest, darkest regions of space which you can conquer. I'm just going to be delving into the start of my first campaign to show you what this game is all about. This video is sponsored by Stellaris, as there is a 3-year anniversary event coming up with a free weekend, so if you want to try it out, that'll be your chance. There is a link in the description, so gently caress that if you wish to find out more. So, to the first order of business, if we wish to conquer the galaxy, we are first going to need a race and a nation and somebody to call the leader. Now, in this case, we are the United Nations of Zerk. That's right, I'm going full narcissist for this campaign. I am Supreme Leader Zerkovich, and you can see it looks just like me, just a little bit more handsome. And there are many different ways to diplomatically rule your empire. I'm going full dictator for this one. And you can see the different traits I've chosen here. And we're kind of going for military superpower that hates aliens. I'm a bit of a space racist, apparently. And of course, all this is going to affect how I interact with other factions out in the galaxy. As you can probably imagine, a lot of other alien races aren't going to take too kindly to me because I'm a bit of a xenophobe. So there's all this customizable stuff, even the world. I've chosen a tundra world, my ship design. And while I'm being a puny human, there are many different races to choose from. You want to be a weird cat man, you can do it. That can be your race. You want to be a tiny fox dude, you can do it. You can be whatever the hell you want. You want to be this weird dragon guy? Go for it. You want to be this, whatever the fuck that is, testicle man? You want to be testicle race? You go for it. Up to you, plenty of customization. That kind of freedom is always nice. But I'm going to be the simple old human man. Just need to get him back looking like me. There he is. Okay. And I think that is me pretty much set for my race. The United Nations of Zerk shall take to the galaxy to conquer everything. Now, with this being a sandbox game, we can change all the parameters of the game if we wish before we begin. So you can change it to affect things in different ways, but we're just going to keep it pretty standard. I put the difficulty on, oh, it's on ensign. I want to put it on captain. So I think cadet is the lowest and Grand Admiral is the hardest, but as I'm a mighty noob, we shall keep it simple. So we begin with a little bit of backstory about how the United Nations of Zerk got here, where we came from, who we were. You can pause this if you want to have a little read of the sort of lore text that you can get in the game, which can of course add to any kind of role-playing ways that you may like to take to play in this game, as it is a sandbox. And we'll turn the tutorial off, even though I am still learning a lot. There's a lot of things I don't know, but just to save him popping up and talking a lot, we'll turn him off. But here it is, my home system, which is technically your home system too. Look, there's Uranus. And Mars. And the undiscovered planet, which we haven't found yet in real life, Zerkaon. This is my home planet, my tundra world, which I've named Zerkaon, after the great Supreme Leader Zerkovich, of course. And this comes with all its own buildings and things that are going to help our empire grow, resources, etc. All these are my resources up here. These are different things that I have to manage. It's how much I have in reserve and how much I'm making each turn, or day sort of thing rather. And then there's all this stuff, which I'm not going to go into right now because there's a lot of it. And like any good strategy game, there is a fair amount to learn, but from what I understand, the systems are quite simple. There's just a lot of them. No real crazy complex systems. First thing we need to do is get some research going, which is what I'm doing now. This will of course allow us to research new technologies and find better ways to do things, more efficient, etc. And this is of course a Paradox interactive game, which is maybe the first Paradox game for me. I'm actually not a huge player of strategy because I don't have a lot of time, because obviously most of my time goes into Total War for strategy games. But I thought maybe it's time to try a new strategy game because I haven't tried any new ones in a long time. And as a huge fan of the science of space and sci-fi stuff in general, I thought this would be a good one to have a go at. Something a little bit different than the normal sword and shield strategy that I'm used to with Total War, of course. Now this is the galaxy. As you can see, it's pretty huge. All these little dots are different systems. They all have a ton of planets in them. So yeah, there's a lot. You can see how huge it is. This is the one little one I'm starting in, which is all of this. And so yeah, there's hundreds and hundreds of these, all with different planets in, with who knows what you might find in them. Now I've got a few different kinds of ship here to start with, that all have different roles within my empire. They're on the move, look at them go. And this is a real-time strategy game, so everything is going on all at once. It's not turn-based or anything like that. So I've got a science ship who's going to do my exploring and researching for me. I've got a construction ship that is going to build outposts and things. And then I've got a military fleet to keep us all safe. So various different roles for the different ships, and they're all very important, and you need them all to get things done. So first order of business, we need to expand outside of Sol. And I have renamed Sol, so it has a U in it, because normally it is just SOL. but I've renamed it after my Discord Grand Warden, who is long dead in the year 2200, so God rest his soul, pun intended. But we're moving forward now. We're going to go and investigate this unknown system. We have no idea what's on the other side of it. There might be a massive alien army waiting for me, or a nice quiet hippie system. Who knows? Could be a bunch of useless planets. Could be a nice habitable planet that we can move to and expand to. And that's part of the objective of the game. There are some kind of proper objectives, but really it's a sandbox. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can play the game however you like. If you want to be a military superpower and destroy everyone like I'm planning to, you can do that. If you want to be peaceful and diplomatic and use your shrewd trade and business management skills, whatever, you can do it. So my ship has just gone into the unknown galaxy, and here it is. Here is my first explored system. So my little science ship is going to go around to all these little planets, scan them up, and then see if they're any good, see if they're any use. You may find a mineral that we can mine, or something we can research, or some kind of anomaly. Could find an alien race down there. Who knows? This is a science ship scanning this little planet. So yeah, we wait for him to do that. We'll just let it do its own thing. I have brought my military fleet in here just to protect him in case there's any hostiles around. You never know. Got to try and keep my science ship safe. They do usually run away if they see any kind of trouble, so they're usually safe. We'll bring my construction ship in there as well, because there'll probably be something to mine. There usually is. And we're definitely going to need another science ship, as there's so much to do. We can build all these different ships. These are all the ones we have already anyway, but we're going to build just another one now. We can, of course, expand this. It's going to build. Jolly good. So we'll send that off in a different direction, as it's going to take this little ship a while to get through all these planets. See, it's finished this one now. If we click on it, it'll give us a little description of it. A rocky and barren world with non-existent atmosphere. So yeah, not much we can do with that planet. There's no resources there to mine either. It's pretty much just a dead planet to us. But that's fine. There's many, many more planets around, so we don't need to worry about running out of planets to search.
Construction complete.
Finished construction on my new science ship. So let's go and make good use of that. Where is he? There he is. So I need to assign him a leader though. He needs someone to command him. Now all these are taken. These are all busy doing things, so I need to recruit a new one. They all have different traits and things that are going to affect how they perform. So again, you can choose the best thing for your empire depending on how you want to manage it and how you want to play. Oh, I'm a little bit short of funds at the moment, so I may need to just wait a couple of days and it'll come back. And when I say days, it is in-game days, so it takes like 2 seconds. But once we've got over 200 energy, we'll be able to recruit that person. Got another planet scanned. Same deal. Not a lot going on with this one. It's the same as that one. This one looks a bit more tasty though. A rocky world that is scorching hot. This is a lava world. Not sure there's going to be... Well, there might be a mineral there, I suppose. No, apparently not. Nothing there either. So this system, nothing too exciting just yet. Maybe this planet will have something for us. Scanning the asteroids as well. And okay, we have the energy credits now. You can see up here 201. We need 200 to get ourselves a new leader of this ship. So let us get... I wanted this guy. Recruit him up. There we go. Now he is leading this ship, and he can go off and explore other systems. So we'll send him down this way. Go and get him to check it out. Explore it first. Not entirely sure what the difference is. Like I say, I'm still learning this game. There's still a lot for me to get my head around. But picking up the basics has been fairly simple. The tutorials are really helpful, so that's always useful. So yeah, so far we're just exploring, trying to expand. We'll see where we can get to. My dreams of becoming a military superpower are in effect. But I'm not really expecting to be able to take over the entire galaxy or anything. I imagine other factions will push back. They will beat me back. I will lose battles as much as I will win battles. So it's going to be a test to see how far we can get. And you can do multiplayer campaigns in this as well, up to 32 player slot games, so you can imagine what that'll be like with 32 different people trying to be all their own race and all their own thing. So that would be kind of cool. Bit crazy, I imagine, but I guess that's the fun of it. And of course you can play with friends, ally up, destroy your enemies, whatever you want to do. So it looks like there's no one hostile around here, so we shall survey this system and see if we can find anything useful here. And as we progress with all this scanning and stuff, we will start to find more interesting things. We'll get all sorts of anomalies and events going on that we'll have to deal with that could all affect our empire in some fashion. They may help us discover something new. They may help us discover something that declares war on us. We'll have to wait and see. And Paradox, of course, renowned for its strategy games. I hear many good things about a lot of them. Like I say, I haven't really played any myself apart from this now, but it's leaving a good impression. Ooh, the Arisian Concordate. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Barnard Star 2. From what we have translated so far, there is a language. We've learned that aliens call themselves the Arisian Concordate. They are interstellar power, this way, blah, blah, blah. They appear to be six-limbed mammalians, and they were wiped out by some kind of disease. Oh, scheisse. So there's a little bit of history or lore of this galaxy, of this universe. We can research it further, try and find more artifacts, and try and learn more about it.
Anomaly found.
Should we worry about the disease that wiped them all out? Will it come and wipe us all out? Anomaly, signs of an ancient civilization. Does it interest me to follow this up, or should I leave it for now? Oh, something else. Remnants, contact report. It sounds like we're learning that there's life out there. There was life out there. And these things take time and stuff, so we're going to leave this for now. We're not just going to do every single thing that comes along. These are not of my greatest concerns to learn about all the history of things. I need habitable worlds first. We'll come back to that stuff. Okay, what needs doing? We're still scanning that system. So not a lot to do here for now. Need to wait for the science boys to finish surveying. And then we've got our Zircaon homeworld. You can see all the different buildings. They're all going to have an effect. Oh shit, what? My construction ship is avoiding some kind of enemy. The True Path. Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers on Zircaon broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists called themselves the True Path and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. These goddamn terrorists! They've broken away. They've been hidden on my planet. The treacherous little bastards, they must be stopped.
Updated.
Okay, we gotta find them and destroy them. Where's my goddamn military? There they are. Come on, lads. We've got some dirty, dirty rebels to put down. Can't really see my ships right. Oh, crap! They're attacking my starbase. So my starbase is where I build everything from. It's very important. If they take it out, I think they can come and take the system off me. So we'll try and take them out as quickly as possible. Let's get the construction ship away. How's our science ship doing? This system should be nearly done. And we can start to expand and claim systems for ourselves. I don't think there's anything good on any of these. Here we go. Take them out. Although I think the defences of the place are taking it out well enough. Here they come. Go on, lads. I think we got them. Our valiant space forces have skillfully disabled a ship in the cultist Armada. It is mostly intact and we are picking up faint signs of life from inside the hull. Once we have eliminated all threats from the immediate vicinity, we should conduct a boarding operation and secure any survivors.
Situation
Yes, we should.
Updated.
So this is a little battle report. We won. We didn't lose anything. Took a bit of damage, but we're okay. We'll repair. We'll be fine. So this is the damaged ship
Complete.
of these dirty cultists. Oh well, we finished surveying a system, so that's good. We can start to expand soon, but first we must deal with this cultist ship. We need to board it. See if we can find any survivors. They might have some information for us. We might be able to find the rest of the dirty cultists and execute them. Execute them all. That's how we do things in the United Nations of Zerk. Okay, so this is boarding the ship to try and find survivors. We'll go ahead and research it. It's going to take 60 days. When that's done, we should find out who the hell we've got on there. Cool, good. Well, that's that little threat taken care of. So there's a good example of little events that can happen that will cause you to have to do something about them. Or potentially ignore them. Maybe not going to ignore the military ones though. So let's find... all these planets are of no use to us. We've got a little bit of energy we can take from this star. So nothing good on any of those. But this means we can now explore another system. And we should be able to also bring our construction ship here to build a starbase. Where is he? Where is the bugger? What is going on? There's all sorts of stuff. Anomalies. Oh. Sometimes there's a lot going on. I find it hard to keep up. God damn. Okay, we've got these places here. These have all been surveyed. We can put mining posts on these. You can see they've got resources that we can get. The little symbol under the planet. Okay. Good. We just need to bring our construction ship here and start expanding. So just waiting for this research to finish on the cultist ship. We've done the boarding. Here we go, boarding action. Though the survivors offer stiff resistance, our boarding party was able to secure several prisoners from the disabled cultist ship. From there we have learned the conspiracy goes deeper than we initially suspected. Mass arrests are being made on Zerkeon. We must pursue these terrorists. It doesn't tell you about the mass executions that also happened afterwards. That's classified. Shut up. With that being dealt with, we're now just going to continue exploring and trying to expand. So, just to show you a little progress, I've just made my first human colony. I found a planet that was habitable in one of the systems that I expanded to, and as you can see, Zerkeos Prime, my little colony, is going down to colonize that planet. They finally arrived. I had to build a colony ship and send it there, but they've made it here to Zerkeos Prime. You see they're beginning their colonization, so it's going to take a while, but eventually we'll be able to build buildings and expand more resources and get more infrastructure on the go. So yeah, this is what it might look like as you start to advance early game. I've taken a few systems, increased my ship amount, got more construction ships, more science ships, got a little bit more of a fleet going. And you can see that grey blob is all the systems that I've claimed so far, so they all belong to me. Nobody else's, nobody can take them off me. Haven't discovered any other alien races yet or any other factions, but they're for sure going to be out there. But I've got a little bit more of everything now, more construction ships, more science ships, bigger fleet. So we're slowly becoming more and more powerful, expanding out into the wider galaxy. Battle stations! The cultist marauders encountered. So those dirty cultists, the True Path, have come back with another fleet to try and do some damage to us, but they're in a different system. But they have a ship of unfamiliar design, which suggests that they're getting some help from an alien race, and that's probably because I'm a xenophobe and I hate aliens. So they probably didn't have a hard time convincing alien races to help them out against me. They're in this random system. I don't own this system or anything, but 284 is their military power. I've got two smaller fleets, which are of a similar power. Maybe we can take them on? I'm not completely sure, but we're goddamn going to try. I'm going to send both my fleets. I've got two small fleets now. I'm going to send them both over to try and take out those True Path loyalists. So one is over here, so I need to get him moving towards this system. I'm going to try and get them both ready in nearby systems. That's a different ship. My other fleet is up here. So I need both my fleets to come down and attack that other one together, because they're about power 130 each, which adds up to a similar number to the 284 of that enemy fleet. So I'm not sure if that's how it works in terms of numbers. Like I say, still a lot to learn for me. But by Jove, we're going to find out if I can do it. So I'm going to try and prepare my two fleets in the nearby systems to the enemy one. And then I'll send both of my fleets in to try and attack the enemy together. Got an anomaly here as well. A small docking hatch leading to an interior of an asteroid is visible at the rim of a small crater on its surface. The hatch was likely concealed once, but has now been exposed. We'll do that. I'm curious what's inside that asteroid. Okay. I'm sending both my fleets to go and attack. I don't want my science ship to go as well. Okay, sending them both there, and hopefully we'll be able to take out these goddamn True Path cultists. Just gotta hope they kind of arrive roughly at the same time. I'm not sure if they'll go straight for them when we get there. We'll find out. We should be here any second. It does say they have a battleship, which sounds tough. I've got corvettes, but no battleships. So maybe that thing might destroy me. We'll have to see.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly. Okay, so that hatch that we went into, we found that there was a lot of metal inside and some machinery. I'm going to do some more research into that, see what else we can find down there. So other than being bombarded by cultists, we've been expanding pretty well. We've been exploring a lot of systems in all directions. Trying to expand our crews, more science ships, more construction ships, bigger fleets. The progression to becoming a military superpower, of course. But yeah, as I mentioned, there is a free weekend for this coming up. I believe it starts on May the 9th. So if you want to get involved in that, jump in, have a go, see if you like it. I would recommend it. I wasn't sure if I would really be into it, but I keep coming back to it, keep wanting to explore that extra system. Anyway, we've arrived in the system with the True Path cultists, and they are charging straight at me. So I'm trying to fly away from them for now. Trying to fly towards the other point of where my other fleet will be coming in, so we can team up and hopefully take down these goddamn dirty cultists. They're coming straight for me and they are closing fast. Come on. My other fleet should come through at any second. They should warp through, hyperdrive, hyperjump, whatever you want to call it. Are they coming? I'm a little bit worried that they're not coming for some reason. There they are. Okay, they're on the way. They're on the way. They should be here any second. They need to get here real quick though, because they're about to catch up to us. They are going to get us. Keep dodging, keep ducking and weaving. If they catch my fleets individually, I am in trouble. Okay, here we go. Reinforcements have arrived. Get them, lads. Both get them. They're popping off already. Blast them down. Oh. Wrong button. Wrong button. We paused it. It's fine. Okay, struggling with the camera controls. There we go. Let's see if we can take out the true path and their alien friends. To be honest, I'm a little bit worried about the battleship. We're doing some damage. We're taking down, I think, their shields. Though they're, of course, doing the same thing to us. We've lost a little bit of health on one of our fleets. Come on, laddies. You can do it. We seem to have knocked their number down a little bit, so we've done some damage now. We are starting to get into them. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough, because we seem to be losing more than they are. Their battleship is probably going to do me in. I feel like there's probably things I can do that I don't know about as well. Like I say, I'm a little bit lacking in the knowledge of the space battles. Is there like abilities to pop? Where's my Fate of Una when I need it? Where's my Penumbral Pendulum? Any kind of magic. I need some magic. Not sure. IR noob. IR noob. Looks like we're going down. We're not really doing enough damage to them. So the cultists may win here this day. But there we go. This has been Stellaris. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed checking it out. By all means, have a look yourself on the free weekend. Because, you know, it's free. If you like it, make a purchase. Paradox, well known for their strategy games. And a well-respected developer in the field. And I'm really just touching the tip of the iceberg with this video in terms of what you can do in Stellaris. There's ship design, you can outfit with all different kinds of components, better weapons, different kinds of weapons, different reactors to make it move quicker and better and just be overall a more superior force. So there's all that kind of customization in things, and once you get to the end game, it is going to be a whole other story, as you will have expanded greatly, but so will have everyone else. And the galaxy may look something like this. You can see all the different factions that have taken certain parts, certain systems, and that is their little empire. Much like in Total War, which of course most of my viewers will be familiar with, you can see the different areas of which certain factions hold. You can fight for them, you can take them off each other, and try and be the supreme leader of the entire galaxy, which is of course my main goal in life. So this has been Stellaris. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Again, check the link in the description if you want to check out the game, or if you want to try the free weekend coming up soon. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the future.